Hi guys, so in today's video we are going to see how one can bootstrap quickly an local Magento instance. So this can be done for the purposes of testing or local dev. So as you can see, it should take you between 3 to 5 minutes to learn and bootstrap. Granted that you already have installed Docker and Mutagen, which are requirements for the project. So let's get to it. So first we are going to clone this repository. You can as well download it. And once that's done, as written here, you should place the Magento sources in the src Magento directory. We already have, by using Magento actions, bootstrapped upstream Magento project. So we are all just going to clone this in order to get the sources, the source files. So git clone. If you are not familiar with the Magento actions, you have multiple videos on our channel and written tutorials on how to use it to build, do some testing and other cool stuffs. So let's check out it's done. So as you can see, it's better to use the our current scaffolding generated by Magento actions, because this allows you to dev and commit and push your projects directly from this dev stack. Also, one important thing is that the tool will need to download Magento files, Magento composer files. So you should copy the composer out.json file. So that's what we are going to do here. .json file in src magento dir. So once that's done, we are good to go. You just have to do mdev and up as written here. You just have to follow this step. So this is creating containers, Docker stacks, in order for Magento to work fine. So after that, you have to run the mdev init, which will sync your files, local files, on in the containers to the containers you're using Mutagen. And once that's done, we are going to run the install command. But also, one important thing to keep in mind, I will show it by the end of the video. You should have put down all your application using ports 80. So we are going to check this. We are going to check. So yeah, port 80 is free. So if you have if you're running an Nginx or Apache server, you have to put them down in order to start this project. So then there is nothing on the Power 80, so we are going to proceed with the rest of the tutorial. So after the init, you have to do the install. As you can see, this is downloading the composer files, composer repositories required by Magento. It will also automatically install the Magento with the default admin here, admin user and password. And by the end of the installation, it should give us an URL to use. You have, of course, to make sure that you link the URL domain to your local IP in the host file. So I'm not gonna show my host file content, but I have added the domain we will see by the end of the installation into here. So in the meanwhile, if you are not familiar with our Magento actions, you can check the repository like I said earlier. Also, there is a GitLab version which will allow you to do everything you can do on with the Magento actions on GitHub. You can do the same in GitLab. So building, installing the Magento project, checking the standard, the coding standard, different types of testing, and you can see more here. Of course, you can deploy automatically to the server, zero downtime deployment. So feel free to check that. So once the project is the installation is finished, you can also, if you are using this to do some development, you can access the content of the container by using the custom command line like as such. So you have mdev exec and the app container. Using bash, you can run all the Magento command here. So for example, here we are disabling this command is disabling the two-factor authentication modules because we don't need it in at least on the development environment. So this is just an example. You can use all the Magento command line tool options like this if you want to modify the content of the container. Of course, your files in the Magento directory source code are automatically linked to the container using mutagen. So hopefully you're familiar with mutagen, so if not, feel free to check that as well. Another important thing to say, I don't know if I said it earlier, is that of course this is working on Linux and Mac OS. We haven't tested Windows, so I'm not comfortable in saying that it's supporting Windows, so feel free to test it or adjust it if you like. So that's that. Also, another little step after you installed, let's say you started working with this and you want to stop your server, your local server or laptop, You can stop the Docker containers using mdev-stop, and at the boot up, you can relaunch them using mdev-up. And of course, I believe this README will be reviewed and enhanced. You can use the mdev-down to destroy all the container and restart a new project. So you can check out all the commands available here. And like I said, this project is inspired by Candy Dev Docker. So we just adjusted this into our needs, and hopefully it will help you as well. So feel free to clone, fork, and modify it. And if you have any question, of course you can ask here in this repository, or if you feel that you have a good pull request and other stuff like that. So the installation is soon done, and we should be soon good to go. So this is the default profile. So the Magento default profile will be installed with one website and some products, some sample product, default products with some admin users. So this is good if you want to quickly test your code, either its performance, or maybe you're developing a custom third-party module and you want to test it quickly on a specific Magento version. Also, one important point is that of course this is only working with, we have only tested so far with Magento 2.4.6, but I think it should work with other 2.4 version. I didn't personally test it under Magento 2.3, so I have no idea if it is working fine. So you can adjust it, of course, to work with your Magento version if needed. So it's generating, so we are almost done. So this should be good in few seconds. And also, like I said, feel free to check out all the repository. You can see all the container configuration here if you want to tweak the performance or test the database performance and other stuff like that, or change this to Elasticsearch in order for other Magento version to work. So it is indexing. Hopefully we should be good to go. So okay, so as you can see, this is the default URL. So you have to add this domain, this full domain name into your etc.host file. It should be the same file either that you are on Linux or Mac OS. So we are going to copy this and my bad. So it looks like I did not add it to my etc host file. So I don't want to show you my etc host files because of course there are some local dev and local domain names I don't want to show. It's not good to show in the YouTube video, but I will show you what I'm putting in my so this is what you should put in your etc host file. All right, so and now let's run the URL. So as you can see, it's running. It should take a little bit time the first time. So and that should be it. As you can see, you have a functioning Magento project, and you should be good to go. Testing your module, or adding and modifying the source code and stuff like that. So also maybe I will run this in order to show you how it should work. So this should disable the disable the host file. So after that we are going to, you can upgrade and run other command line like this. So hopefully this tool will be helpful to you. That will conclude this video. Take care, see you next time.